There is a lot of discourse going on about being biphobic as a straight woman and all this other stuff. And I'm hearing a lot of the bisexual women coming on here to let us know that they identify with their sexual orientation over their gender, which obviously is the craziest thing to say, because if we spread down oppression from the literal where it begins, it start with your genitals. It start with your genital. Half of the world population, so let's say roughly 3.5 billion of the world's population, is being oppressed because of their genitals. But no, you can't relate to that. You don't understand that, because who you choose to engage in sexual activity with is so much more pressing that we're being is so much more pressing than being judged off your genitals. Which all comes back to the control of women's body. All men want to do, all men, I mean all men, whether if he's a straight man, a transgender woman, a bi man, want to control women's body. This comes back to the control of women's body. So to hear a group of women on there be like, just think about why wouldn't you want to sleep with a bi man? I don't need to think about it because I don't want to. It's a choice. Your choice is to sleep with whomever you want to sleep with, and my choice is to sleep with whomever I want to choose. And it's so crazy because it's this new spin of black women are the face of homophobia. Which is so crazy. And this is why I told black women back in 2019, I do not advocate for no demographic that does not look like me or aligned with me. Meaning, I don't advocate for no other groups I'm not a part of. Will I watch terrible things happen to any group of a person? No, I'm always going to stand up. That's just my morality. But when it comes to going out of my way and speaking up for other groups, I've stopped doing that completely, because I've come to learn, as a straight black woman who's an immigrant, nobody cares about us. They just want to use us when it's beneficial to them. I am not trusting no woman that think who she sleeps with and what type of people and what type of things she like to sleep with takes precedent over the fact that you're a woman and you have genitals that men feel entitled to and want to access. I'm not trusting y'all. I don't want to be in community with y'all. I don't want y'all nowhere around here. Y'all are very strange. Y'all are very weird. I don't want to understand, and I do not want to get it. And as this next phase of feminism is going to continue, because at the end of the day, women are going to keep deconstructing and we are going to keep fighting for our freedom. At least the ones of us that want to actually be free, we will continue speaking up. Y'all, there's getting to a point with the next phase of feminism where we're not going to be in community. That's not happening. And I've been saying this for years. And I feel like a lot of women are in denial. The way that it is going, it's not all women. It's not I support all women. And if you still believe that you have to support all women for all of us to be liberated, then we will never be liberated. Because what y'all not understanding is other women are the ones creating the secret tunnel for other people to come into our spaces and infiltrate it constantly. You see that within race dynamic all the time. So of course it's in sexual orientation. Why are we shocked? And then I seen something said nobody is more oppressed than bi people. I cannot look at someone and see if they're bi or not. I can look at someone and see if they're white or not, or women or not. I can look at a disabled somebody who's physically disabled and see that they are physically disabled. I cannot look at you and know what your sexual preference is. And I'm not saying this to say, oh, live in a closet. No, I can't tell. I can't oppress you based off your gender of your sexual interest. Because I don't know what the fuck your sexual interest is until you open your mouth. But me and my genitals are getting judged before I was even birthed. And this is the last question I'll ask for clarity before I leave. Is it not peculiar that a black bisexual man tells a black heterosexual woman that she's problematic because of the double standard that she's creating? Because she doesn't want a man who sleeps with both men and women to sleep with her. Is that not a man telling a woman what to do? Is that not what the number one oppressive system that exists in the world? Or am I digesting this nuance incorrectly? Because if I'm looking at it from my perspective, I'm just hearing a man trying to tell me what to do with my body, regardless of who he sleeps with. And a black man no less at that.